Did I wake you? Well, I meant to wake you up. We have much to discuss and not much time to do it. This is a fine piece of fabric you have. Much too fine for a servant to be covered in. I've never been in the servants' quarters. It's rather foul in here. I was able to find you by scent alone. You're the less stinky one. But you're not that much better smelling than the other pigs in this sty. The Queen gave you this, didn't she? It must seem like a grand gift, but this is a cheap little thing to the likes of a noble. How soft it must feel. How soft it must feel on your calloused skin. The others say that you and the Queen have been spending a lot of time together. A lot of one-on-one time together. A bit unusual for our dear Queen. She prefers to be alone. Perhaps we can use this to our advantage. Perhaps you've seen me before. I am Lady Castor. The Queen may have referred to me as Madam Castor. I assure you, I run no pleasure house. Any pleasure that happens at my house is purely for my own sake. The things I get pleasure from are a bit more abstract and less physical. You seem a bit confused. Understandable, given your lack of education. Simply put, I am the Queen's cousin, and the next in line for the throne. Of course, that'll never happen. Our Queen will live a long and glorious reign. And I'm sure you want nothing else but for her to live forever. We all do. People thought the last Queen would live forever. The Queen's sister. Poor thing. got sick and died of a mysterious illness. My husband died of that illness as well. And the one before that. And the woman who was in charge of cooking my meals. How strange that this mysterious illness is running rampant through the kingdom. And it seems the queen has no interest in trying to stop it. Of course, the queen is preoccupied with thoughts of conquering other lands. Lands like your former home. I'm shocked that she hasn't fallen in battle yet. She is simply too resilient. Or maybe she's just lucky. But everyone's luck has to run out eventually. Your luck ran out when you were captured and brought here as a servant. Now you get to spend your days in these lovely quarters, covered in filth and... oh, what is that excrement? Oh. At least you have the Queen's eye. She may have your eyes, but I would very much like to have your ears. And eventually that tongue of yours. The Queen doesn't speak to many people, prefers to keep things to herself. Perhaps her personal servant could hear a bit of gossip once in a while, and maybe that servant would like to share it with someone. Maybe someone like Lady Castor. Lady Castor would love to hear all the little things you hear. I can give you some things in exchange for your cooperation. Do you recognize this sound? I don't want to be too loud and wake the others. This offer is just for you. That is the sound of coins. Wealth. Prosperity. The one who holds the coins holds the power. Right now you have no coins. You have no power. My personal vault is overflowing with coins. I might be willing to share it if someone was willing to share something with me. A bit pro quo. Give me something, and I will give something to you. All I need is some information. And maybe, if you're really, really good, some action. Shiny coins would look fabulous in one of your pockets. Get enough coins, you may need an entire purse just to yourself. I don't see that little sparkle in your eyes, the one that lights up whenever money is discussed. Perhaps coin is not the thing that fills your heart with desire. If the queen were to tragically pass away, the next in line would take the throne. Who's that again? It's me. And if I took the throne, I would need a personal attendant to attend to my personal needs. Why serve a cruel and selfish queen when you can serve a Castor? Someone who knows about the finer things in life. Someone who appreciates good quality items. Do you like that? Pretty jewelry. About fine food. Fine drink. Better bedding. A room. A real room. Not a little corner in the servants' quarters. Better clothing that you can wear every day. Not just a simple outfit that the queen gives you every once in a while. finer things in life. You'll be the head servant. No other servant will be above you. And as the Queen's personal attendant, even some of the lower class nobles will be not below you, but they won't be able to boss you around. That privilege will belong solely to the Queen. That sparkle still isn't there. Perhaps something else. Perhaps something more magical. There isn't much magic left in this kingdom. Our queen prefers more hands-on approaches to situations. I have a few fairy stones. Not easy to get. Not easy to find. Now that I know where to find them, I'm able to gather them in large quantities. These little stones can be very powerful, or they can grant you a wish. Not a big wish, can't bring anyone back from the dead or make someone fall in love with you. But you could make any water drinkable. Cure your hunger. Fix an injury. Or even sell them for more coin. This kingdom used to be filled with fairies. Now they're all gone. But they left a few things behind. A few things other than corpses, that is. There were plenty of those. Took a dreadfully long time to clean up. I have so many of these that I could part with a few. Might want to share with a special friend. But as a friend, we can gossip together. Anything you want to tell me right away? that sparkle. It still isn't quite there yet. Perhaps what you really want is revenge. You want revenge of the queen that captured you, destroyed your home, possibly killed your friends, your family. Tragic. You could see the queen gone. I'm sure she may pass on in your lifetime. It really depends on what sort of information I can gather. Not that I'm planning anything, I'm merely making preparations in case something dreadful happens. You could see her gone. Or you can continue to be her lapdog. Maybe what you really want is your freedom. I'm not sure what you would do with that if you ever had it. I suppose I wouldn't have to worry about it. I could grant you your freedom, but you'll have to be really brave if you want it. The queen doesn't eat much. Fruit or vegetables, that is. I know she eats plenty of meat. She's quite the carnivore. But even a carnivore like her may not notice a few extra ingredients in her meal. A meal served to her by her favorite servant. I know you don't prepare her meals, but you could always sprinkle on something, an extra spice to really give her meal a good kick. I could give you some of these extra ingredients. All you would have to do is add them to her food. And I grow these ingredients myself. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at my list of possible things I need to do. I could add a little spot in here about granting a certain person their freedom. see. Should be an open page somewhere in here. Maybe right here I could put a little tiny note about the servant, whose name is... I don't know what your name is, but I could figure it out by then. Make them something more than a servant, even. If that's something you would like. Maybe you'd like to be the royal assassin. Would you like that title? Royal assassin. I could do all kinds of things once, if I became queen. You have nothing to fear. I'll come visit you once in a while and you just share what you know. But if you really want to help, let me give you some of these extra spices for the queen's meals. I grow all of these myself, of course. I could give you some hemlock, pokeweed, foxglove, iris, may apple, rosary bee, peace lily, and that one will give her eternal peace. About monk's hood, everyone's favorite nightshade. Rhubarb, specifically the leaves of rhubarb. And of course, my personal favorite, castor bean. It seems we're about to get more visitors. Changing of the servants. It seems I'll have to leave. Do consider my proposal. I'll give you a day to think it over. I'll be back later. little note in here about granting a little servant their freedom. I don't have a name written down yet. It could be your name that's written in this notebook. But that's up to you. I have to go. My horse is waiting for me. His name is Diamond. He's quite the stud. Maybe someday, if you're no longer just a servant, but a personal attendant, we could go riding together. I could be atop Diamond, galloping through the fields, and you could be running alongside us. His hooves are quite strong. If you feel like sharing this information with someone other than myself, well, you might learn just how strong his hooves are as they crush your rib cage. Keep this meeting between us, and everything will work out fine. Now think, but don't think too hard. You might hurt that little brain of yours. It's a simple proposal. Help me out, and I'll help you out. Don't help me out, and your life may be cut short. Servants rarely live that long anyway. No one would even miss you. Not even your queen. It was nice meeting you. Hopefully we can meet somewhere more pleasant next time. Well, ta-ta for now.